Greetings and solicitations, everybody. Andy Day here from Duluth, Minnesota, once again, this time with my first ever unboxing video. I was so excited by the launch of the Nintendo Switch today that I thought, you know what? I'm going to go home, we're going to unbox this together. Just wanted to share this excitement with all of you. Now, I do have the Nintendo Switch, the blue and red neon Joy-Cons. We also have Legend of Zelda Special Edition. That's the $100 one. Wasn't able to get one of the ones with the sword, but that's alright. It didn't look like it was super well made. Anyway, I can live, or at least I'm telling myself that I can live without it. And we all have all 5 of the Legend of Zelda amiibos here as well that we'll be able to open up. Have the Legend of Zelda Strategy Guide Collector's Edition. And finally, Super Bomberman R for the Nintendo Switch. So I thought we would start with Super Bomberman since it's kind of the least exciting, and it would give us an idea of what the Switch boxes look like. Now, I did pre-cut some of the tape on these things just to make them a little bit easier to open up because, you know, why not? If I don't have to make a fool of myself, that's probably a good thing. So, we're going to start out now with Super Bomberman R. There's the front of it there. Sorry about the glare. I have terrible lighting in this apartment. It's the front and the back, as you can see here. Ooh. So, pre-cut it. Let's take a look and see what it looks like inside. Not too much to see. As you can see, it's got a little bit of instructions, some nice artwork, and a little chip right there. And these things are tiny, aren't they? Just really tiny. Look at them. Now, apparently, I was just reading today that these things taste bad, but I don't know who's going to put them in their mouth and try it. Like, oh, there's a protective coating on it. Like, I'm going to eat these. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I didn't click on the link, and I don't really want to try it just because it sounds kind of gross. So we won't. But yeah, these games are tiny, tiny games. So that was Super Bomberman R. Pretty cool. Next up, why don't we do the Nintendo Switch itself? Huh? I think that'd be pretty cool. Might as well start. There it is. Beautiful. Look at it. Oh. Now, I did pre-do just this little part here. Oh, that's nice. Seems like a very nice box from what I've been able to see so far. So, ta-da! That's it. That's the inside. So clean. So I love it. That's what Nintendo excels at, don't they? They just know how to package stuff so it just looks beautiful. So let's dive in. First part, this is it. This is a little Switch. It's so tiny. In the back. Wow. It's smaller than I thought. And I've watched other people open these things before. Very nice. Look at that. In the back, looks like we got, here's the kickstand. Kind of sets up here, which is cool. So you can see it. Woo. There it is. All set up. Works pretty good. We have, that's the little memory card chip slot right there. That's where you plug in, I'm assuming, the AC adapter. And then there's kind of the sides there where the Joy-Cons will slide in. And on top, we have where you insert the game cards. We also have like a vent, and then volume and power and headphone jack. So yeah, pretty cool. The kickstand itself does appear to be a little bit flimsy, so definitely don't be too rough with it, especially if you have kids. Just kind of keep it kind of nice. So there is that portion of it. Now we'll dive in. We got the Joy-Cons. Wow, so it's bright too. It's not just the lighting in here. It's like neon. Like you can tell this thing is neon. You can see it's got the little SR and SL buttons inside there, and the little tells you if it's synced up. But very cool. So that's the right one. I'm not the best with directions always. And we have the blue one, which I really like the blue a lot. Now, it's also my favorite color, so it's kind of cheating just a bit, but still, same thing. SR and SL buttons. Very cute. Now, shall we try to get these things to go on? Let's try that. See if you can hear the click. Ooh, it clicked. Or, I think that's what, it doesn't quite sound like that, but that's all right. Now the blue. Ta-da, and there we have it. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And from what I can tell, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good. I am looking forward to playing some stuff on it. So that's the Switch. It's not that big, really. I have long fingers, but I don't have the biggest hands in the world, so this is looking like to me a really nice system. Now the joysticks, wow, I was kind of surprised. They're very, very springy. I didn't expect that, to be honest. They feel a lot different than I thought. The buttons, though, have nice press on there. So, well, very cool. So that's the Switch itself. Now we go underneath here. Looks like got some basic instructions. We don't need that because, you know, we're pretty cool. We're smart. We can figure it out. And, wow, look at that. This, I'm assuming, is going to be the cradle that we'll stick it in, which it's still not that huge. So, yeah, here it is. Here's the cradle inside there where you plop it in. Switch. Then we got the back here, which it looks like does open up. Yep. There we go. That's where you put in the AC adapter, USB, and HDMI out. So it's nice that you can put it in there and it's just kind of hidden so you don't have to see it. Won't take up much space at all. Now let's put in the Switch. From what I've seen in the commercial, it should go in this way. Yep. Sits in there. Pretty nice. Very cool. I love it already. I love how small it is. It really is quite portable. Next up inside the box, looks like we have the Nintendo Switch grip. There it is. Nothing too fancy. Controllers will go on inside there. It feels like a pretty good size overall. I suppose we should put the Joy-Cons inside of it so we can see how that looks. Which means, as we pull the Switch out, I now have to figure out how to get this off. And there are little buttons. See that little black button there? That's what you use to pull it out. Very cool. And the other side. Yep, comes out very nice, very easily. So we're going to slide it now into the grip. Boom. Even more satisfying click on this. Boom. Look at that. Looks great. And I hear this is pretty comfortable overall. A little slippery, I have to say. It's a little slippery on my hands. But feels pretty good overall. Buttons and everything. A little bit smaller than I thought. I don't have a Pro controller yet, and I probably should have got one because I think they're sold out just about everywhere already, which is kind of a bummer, but hey, I'll have an opportunity. Maybe next paycheck, right? But I think this will be plenty good for now to play Legend of Zelda. And all that's left here, nothing too thrilling. We got HDMI cable, right? Nothing we haven't seen before. And finally, we have the AC adapter. So, bit of a brick, but a lot smaller than the way they used to be back in the day. That little AC adapter there. So yeah, that's the Nintendo Switch that we got there. Sorry, just gotta get a little bit comfortable. Oh, there's one more little thing in here. A little grip. Totally missed this. Oh yeah, these are little slides that you put on, which it looks like they're gonna have much bigger buttons for the SL and SR buttons. So we should probably try one of those, huh? See? We've got a little slide rail here. Nice click again. And yeah, there we have it. So definitely give you a bigger button to press overall when we're playing the games. Very cool, and I'm assuming, yep, we have one more. One more for the blue Joy-Con. Which again, pretty easy to slide in. Very nice. I love the blue and black. That's one of my favorite color combinations, and it looks fantastic. Very excited to play with these. I feel like having the grip is just going to be essential if you're going to be trying anything like Bomberman or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because it's just much better button presses. So, that is the Switch itself. One last look at the box and the back of it. So, that's the Switch. What should we do next? Should we dive into Legend of Zelda? Yes, Yes, we shall. We'll do the amiibos last, because why not? So, here we have it. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Special Edition. The reviews of this game have been absolutely fantastic. Nothing but perfect scores, pretty much, from what I've seen so far. And that's from like Game Informer and IGN and GameSpot and Time Magazine. Most of the most reputable places to find your game reviews. That's the top of it there. The sides, not too much to see. The back, though, look at this. Look at that. All that beautiful artwork. That's one of the things Nintendo is so good at doing, is they always have great backs to their games, full of screenshots that just make you excited to play the game. As you can see, there are amiibo support. From what I've seen, pretty much every amiibo will do something in the game, give you at least some pieces of meat or some fish in Legend of Zelda, which is great. There's a lot in here. We have the actual game itself of Breath of the Wild. We have a Sheikah Slate traveling case. Essential. I mean, that alone makes it worth it going for the special edition. We have a 24-track soundtrack CD. Very cool. Zelda music, absolutely beautiful. We have the Relic of Hyrule Calamity Ganon Tapestry and Weather-Worn Map. Cool. And finally, we have a Sheikah Eye Collector's Coin. It's going to be in here. So, let's see what is in here. I did pre-cut the tape, as I said. All right, there is a lot to see in here. Pull this out first. Wow, look at that. Looks like we got the Sheikah Slate traveling case in here. Pull this out first, if I can figure it out. There we go. Nothing else in there. So, oh, very nice. It's got a pretty good heft to it. Looks like I have to figure out how to open this. Oh, here we go. Easy open, I like it. So, there is the front of the Sheikah Slate case, and the back. It's kind of cool. The blue and the reddish color almost match our two neon Joy-Cons, don't they? Even the zipper has a little Sheikah eye on it. You can see that. Let's open it up, see what we have inside the case. Oh, nothing too much. A little bit of Velcro. This is where we put it, I'm assuming. And then, yeah, where you can put a bunch of games. Look at that. A bunch of games can go in there. And some accessories can slide in. So, perfect. This is exactly what I need. I know I'm going on a trip to Arizona pretty soon here. And this will be perfect to transport my Switch in. I'll be able to try it out on the plane. Very excited to see if it works as well as those commercials. You're just like, yeah, I'm playing Skyrim. Or Skyrim is now, yeah, but I can still play Zelda. Pretty cool. So that's the Sheikah Slate case. We'll put that aside, and we're going to see what else is in here. Woo, it's pretty. It's pretty. Put aside the box. Look at this. Look at that. That is very nice. See, Nintendo, they just know how to package stuff. Where you don't even have to open things, just have it look cool. What should we start with? Let us start with this parchment, this tapestry, weather-worn map that we have here of Calamity Ganon. Typical poster kind of stuff. And, wow. Look at that. Kind of the history, make sure I have it the right direction. Kind of a history of what went down in Hyrule 100 years before your Link wakes up at the beginning of this game. Possibly spoilers here, so don't look too closely if you don't want to know anything about the story. I don't have any spoilers yet. I haven't started playing it or anything. And there's a map of Hyrule. Gigantic, gigantic game. I'm sure it's going to be 100 plus hours if you want to do everything. Nice parchment too. It's very solid. It's not going to be something that rips easy, so that's nice. Next up, we have the coin. It's in there by a little bit of sticky, goopy stuff. But there's the front of it. And the Z with the Master Sword going through it and those white flowers that apparently are very important to the story. And then we have the Sheikah Eye symbol on there. But very cool. Again, a lot of heft. I think they gave these away at one of the various conventions where Zelda was being demoed. Maybe it was E3 last year. Not 100% on that, so don't take it as 100% fact. Next up, we have the game is in here, and underneath that, the soundtrack CD, which looks great. There's the back of it. You got the beautiful Archer Link artwork on there. So let's open that up. Save the game for last, of course. This aside, and let's open it up. Beautiful. Look at that. Got all the track listings there. You can see it. Sorry about the glare. A little bit better. There's the disc. Back. Just shiny, shiny. And underneath, we also have a picture of Princess Zelda herself. Looking great. So that's the soundtrack. I'm surprised. It's a lot even nicer than I thought it was going to be. And then finally, we got Zelda. And this one will be a little bit more difficult to open up, I'm thinking, because it is very much sealed. Which, you know, is going to make it difficult. Now, I don't think there's much thrilling inside of here, so we're just going to leave it for now because I'm not good at editing, and we just don't have time to go and cut it all open. But there it is, front and the back. You have a Guardian on the back. It's probably a little bit different than the retail version of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but can't wait to play this a little bit later. So, that is what is in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild collectors. So, let us take a peek now at the strategy guide. Look at that. Collector's Edition guide. Absolutely beautiful. This one I was able to pre-cut, so there we have it. Now, we're not going to show much inside, just in case there's any kind of rules of how much you can show without getting in trouble. So, there's the back of the guide. It tells you what's in there, and oh, there we go. More of that beautiful artwork, as you can see. Look at that. Love that piece of art. It represents what the Zelda game is perfectly, and that Link isn't even like the main focus. It's really the whole world of Hyrule, and that we can go everywhere in there and explore it. Now, right away on the inside here, we have a giant map poster. I think this is exclusive to the Collector's Edition, but that's cool. And yeah, the inside, very pretty. Don't want to give away too much, but it looks like it's going to be really nice. A lot of nice pages. I don't want any spoilers either, so I'm not going to look too closely at it. But needless to say, very cool. And this will be an essential thing to have, I think, if we want to play this massive game and not miss anything. I'd rather just have the nice book here at my side, a nice companion, rather than trying to look it all up online or something. This is pictures, too. That's also nice. But I'm sure you want to see what this whole poster looks like, open all the way. And, wow, look at that. It's gigantic. In fact, that's not even all of it. That's like half of it. You probably can't even get it all on one side. There's one half and two halves. Wow, that is beautiful. I want to bend that. The problem when they get this big, it makes it kind of difficult sometimes to get them to go back in, right? Without bending them too badly. But very cool. So that's the poster that comes with the Collector's Edition guide. So that brings us down now just to the amiibo themselves. I got all 5 of them. And let's start with, in my opinion, the least cool. And that would be Bokoblin. Look at him. He's cool. On the side there. Sorry again about the glare. On the back of the box. Looks like you get some clubs and stuff, Bokoblin style. So let's open it up and we'll see how this character guy looks. Trying to be somewhat nice when I'm taking this stuff apart. Move it down a little bit so you can see a little better. Pull the first part out. Put that aside. There we have a little Boko. I mean, you know these guys are important if they get their own amiibo. I think it's because they're pretty much going to be the predominant character in the game. Look at him. He's so cool. He looks just like a gremlin from the classic Joe Dante, Steven Spielberg bottom movie series there. His back, his club. Yeah, he's cool. Next up, how about Princess Zelda, or just Zelda? I wonder if that means anything. I wonder if that means she's maybe not a princess when we first meet her. But there's the front, sides. And then the back. Looks like we get a shield of some kind. Let's open her up. You can tell I've opened a few amiibos in my time. I have just about all of them, but not the Animal Crossing ones. There you go. Just not really a series I play. But I have all the Smash ones and all the different Zeldas. There she is. Great as always. Her hair. She got a little Sheikah slate there. You can kind of see. Bottom. Very nice. Doesn't have too much color on her lips, though. I've seen those are a few amiibos. You're like, I'm not even sure they have lips. Right? Nice that they painted them in a little bit more, but she's still very cool. You can never have too many versions of Zelda. Next up, let's do Rider Link. Very cool. Comes with the horse and everything. There's the back. Looks like you get a saddle of some kind and a sword when you put these into the game, which is pretty easy. It looks like you just select amiibo and you can kind of wave this wand thing that'll drop chests and items for you to collect in the game, which I'm sure will help out a great deal. Especially in the early going in the game when you don't have too much just yet. So, there we go. There is Rider Link. I love the scarf on him. It's very cool. So much detail. Bottom. I like this one. This is really cool. His eyes aren't painted. It's kind of creepy. If you look at let's see. Next up, Archer Link. Very cool. I love the artwork on this. Whee! If I can find it without glare, probably not. In the back, looks like we get a cool bow with this one. My feet are totally falling asleep. Oh, this one, it's got tied in there a little bit. So don't yank on it too much. We don't want to bend the really cool bow that we have on this. But just a standard twisty, as you can see, potentially, other than the glare. So untwist that. Shouldn't take too long to get out. Can you believe that we've been waiting like 4 years for Breath of the Wild? It's been so long. We definitely have earned this. If you're able to get off to play Zelda, don't feel bad about just playing Zelda as long as you can. Wow, very cool. Look at that. It's probably my favorite so far. All the detail on the shield and his quiver. And I'm guessing this is dust or something being kicked up. Nintendo has done that a lot, where they just have these weird bases for the characters. And I mean, the regular Link Smash Brothers amiibo has the yellow-looking piece there, and it just doesn't look quite right, does it? But yeah, very cool. I love the new Link. Interesting that we still haven't seen him in a green tunic just yet, which is a little odd. But I'm guessing we'll be able to get a green tunic at some point in the game. Maybe not till the end, but still. Now, last, but certainly not least, we have the Guardian amiibo. This thing is gigantic. If you haven't seen it yet, look at this thing. Gigantic. Just freaking huge. And apparently he is fully posable, all his legs, right to the back. A lot of different items we get once we put him into the game using the amiibo feature. Now, opening him is not too much more difficult. Probably have to pull him all the way out. So move it down again. Pull him all the way out. That aside, and wow. Even the pedestal's pretty cool. The pedestal has like ground and stuff. Looks like we're in the middle of Hyrule Field, near the ruins of Temple of Time. Have to figure out how to get this out. Do we just pull? Or what? That is the question. Pull. That's what it says. It says pull. Oh, hey. There we go. There's a thing on the bottom, apparently. See? Pull. So, there we have it. Here is the Guardian amiibo. It's huge. And yeah, the arms definitely move. The bottom of him there. He is very, very cool. Look at that. Definitely the biggest amiibo, other than maybe the Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo. So, wow, very cool. So, there we have it. That is everything that I have currently for the Nintendo Switch. We also have Goblin, Ryder, Zelda, Archer Link. Look at that. And then we have the Switch itself, as we saw. Our red and blue Joy-Cons, which are very neon, especially the red. As I said, the dock grip, which came in there. Zelda itself, which is gorgeous. The coin, which came with the special edition of Zelda. Soundtrack. Whee. Sheikah Slate, carrying case, tapestry, and Super Bomberman R. And finally, the Collector's Edition Guide. So, can't wait to play this. I'm going to be doing that basically as soon as we're done with this. So, that is the unboxing of the Nintendo Switch. All 5 Zelda amiibos, the special edition Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Bomberman R, and the Collector's Edition Guide for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Awesome, guys. So cool. I hope you were able to get a Switch if you really wanted one today. They did have some extras at Best Buy and stuff when I was there this morning. Don't know if they still do, but they had a lot just sitting in carts and stuff. So you might be able to still get one tonight if you get out there and hurry. Somewhere, Walmart, Target, maybe Walgreens has them or something. Sometimes it's really good to check out places like that other people don't think to check if you're looking to get one. And you never know, you might be able to even find a special edition of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But you can imagine this is what I'm going to be doing all weekend long, is playing Zelda and a little bit of Bomberman also. When you have friends and roommates, you got to do something multiplayer. There's no virtual console yet available on the Switch, so that's why I thought Bomberman is the way to go. Can't go wrong with 4-player Bomberman. You just can't. Classic stuff, regardless of whatever the graphics are supposed to look like. So yeah, this is my first unboxing video. Sorry about the glare. There's just giant windows in here, and during the day, even with them closed, they still give off a lot of light. So sorry about that, but otherwise I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it to be informative and maybe made you a little bit more excited for Zelda and the Nintendo Switch. Thank you, everyone. Feel free to leave your comments below, and you can like or follow this channel if you'd like to. I'm looking to start doing more regular videos in the future, and yeah, hope you look forward to them as well. Have an awesome weekend. So long.